Hey guys, this is Erica, back with another video. No, I look a little bit different. That is because my hair is a disaster today. Also gonna cut out the word basically since I said it about 900 times in my first video. Learn my lesson with that. This video I'm going to do a little bit more of my backstory, who I am. I'm gonna try and convince my best friend Joey to get into the video. Also my mom, because everybody loves my mom, and use your mother for views, you know what I'm saying? So basically where I want to, no, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. If I say basically, you say, Erica, shut the fuck up. So where I wanted to start this video off was what I went through growing up, my weight and all that kind of stuff with bullying and mental illness and all that kind of stuff. But I do want to try and cut it down because I can fucking talk for 6 hours if I really wanted to. It's scary. So growing up, my weight was pretty much, I was always chunky, but I was never really like crazy overweight. Definitely grew up being bullied a lot. I didn't really get bullied too much until what I could remember was maybe around like 2nd grade, which is kind of sad to say because you're just children and you think, well, that's just what children do. They're fucking mean. Not that I don't love children, but 2nd grade is actually where I met my best friend Veronica at the time, and she was actually the one who saved me from a bully. Shout out to Veronica. So yeah, I grew up being bullied a lot. A lot of people made fun of my weight. I was always a lot taller than people, but the biggest thing was the weight thing. So it was basically, no. So it was mostly people making fun of my weight. I do remember in like 7th grade, which I don't know why any school would fucking do this to begin with, but we had like a sign-up sheet for, I think it was DC shirts. They were ordering the shirts, and they made people go on there. They had the list of students. They made people go on there, and they had to circle the size shirt that they wanted. Now, at the time, I was I wasn't not confident, but, you know, how confident can you be when you're, you know, 13 years old or whatever it is? And so I thought nothing of it. I never was, at that time, I wasn't as worried about people making fun of my weight because I didn't care. I put up a huge wall in middle school because I was bullied so much, and I took it out on a lot of other people too. So if I ever like made you feel like I was bullying you, which I hope nobody ever felt that way, but if it was in that situation, I put up a huge wall, and I felt like other people needed to feel what I was feeling. Nowadays, I don't feel that way. I'm the complete opposite. I want everybody to be happy, and I just want everybody, I would rather take somebody else's pain that I care about than have them deal with it. So I'd like to think that I changed from being a naive, stupid little shit of a 13-year-old. Back to the story. So we had to circle our sizes for the t-shirts. Well, I had circled, I think it was like an XL at the time, which hashtag goals. I wish I was an XL again. Same. Right? One of my friends had ran up to me and was like, have you seen the t-shirt sign-up sheet? And I'm like, well, yeah, I already did it, like, whatever. She goes like, no, like, you need to go see it. And so we walked over there, and somebody had purposefully written next to my t-shirt size that I had circled, and they put a whole bunch of X's in front of the L in order to make me feel shit about my weight. So that was actually a really hard time. It made me feel really shitty that people would, you know, just try and, like, first of all, say it to my fucking face. Like, if you have a problem with the way I look, say it to my face. And I just I can't grasp why people have to look at somebody and think it's fun or entertainment to make fun of the way somebody looks. So it's always been in the back of my head. It was a huge part of my anxiety when I was younger. I've suffered from anxiety since I was, honestly, probably like 8 years old, maybe younger. I didn't know it was anxiety at the time, obviously, but yeah, anxiety is a huge part of my life. It's gotten a lot better since surgery, which I'm very happy to say, and I think it's because my confidence has really started coming out, showing more. I feel like a different person, even though, not that I feel like a different person, but I feel more comfortable in my skin. I can go out and do things. I have more energy, and I don't like holding people back, you know what I mean? So if I'm invited to go out to the store, I'm really focusing on, well, actually, yes, going out is a good thing. You don't want to stay in and sleep in bed and do nothing all day. So it's definitely a huge help on mental illness and the way you look at life, because you realize that you start losing this weight and it's like, well, wow, maybe I can do this. It is really hard though, I'm not gonna lie to anybody. I suffer from bipolar depression, so depression hits me very, very hard. I could stay in bed for 3 days straight, probably longer if I really wanted to. Not because I want to be there, but because the thought of me getting up and getting out of bed is just out of this world. It's hard. So the weight loss really, really helps with the depression, because my energy levels are up and my immediate thought is, so video number 2, because Damien has issues with cameras and how they work. So back to depression. So actually around 2007, I want to say, my mom had gone on this whole New Year's resolution thing, and she was going to lose weight. So, of course, she wanted to pull us to do this with her because we were overweight at the time. I wish I could say that I was not overweight at that time, but I wish I was as skinny then. You know what I'm saying? So, we did this whole huge dieting thing. We did those workout videos, walking at home. We go out to the pub.
And welcome back.
Okay, so 7th grade, I lost a whole bunch of weight. I was at a really good weight. That was really the last time I remember myself being happy with the way I looked. I always, after that, struggled. When I got into high school, I probably put on a little bit more weight from where I was at, nothing too serious. And then about, I think it was 10th grade, my sophomore year, maybe, was it my freshman year? I think it was my sophomore year. I was in a really shitty relationship with somebody, very mentally abusive relationship that I'm glad I don't deal with anymore, because I'm in an amazing relationship now. But hey guys, so I know I might look a little different right now. Camera died because I don't know how to work technology, but I'm repping my Hufflepuff sweatshirt, my Hufflepuff snapback. Thank you very much. I think the last thing I was talking about was my mental issues. 24/7. So I believe the last thing that I discussed was about my mental issues, my depression, how the weight loss surgery really helped with it. And I really want to start trying to figure out meals and stuff to help people, if they don't want to go through the weight loss surgery, be able to make meals that they'll enjoy, that taste good, that are healthy. Not healthy, but enough to, well, yes, healthy, but enough to sustain you, to help you lose weight. Now, you can't just eat right. Yes, you might lose a little bit of weight just by cutting out your sugar and all that kind of stuff, but working out and exercising is very, very important. Exercise is a huge thing. Now, you don't have to go to the gym and run on the treadmill or whatever. If you have a chance, go outside. If you don't want to go outside, you don't want to be in front of people, do a walking video at home, you know. So exercise is a huge, huge thing when it comes to that. So that's gonna be another thing I'm gonna bring to my channels, hopefully some recipes and what I make. And once I'm actually into my phase, they call it, for my diet, once I'm all done with all my phases and I can actually eat the food that I want to, I'll start bringing those recipes out and doing that. Another thing is my best friend Joey, he actually became vegan, and he is a huge part of the way I look at what I eat. He's very, very knowledgeable about what he does. He makes amazing food for himself, and he also suffered a lot from binge eating disorder and depression, anxiety. We've gone through a lot of things together. So for him to transition himself to a different diet in order to help himself lose weight, it's worked out great for him. He's done amazing. So I'm gonna try and convince him to be in this video. I don't know if he'll do it. So yeah, hopefully I can get Joey on here, talk a little bit about his veganism, the things that he went through, because he is a huge part of my weight loss journey, and he is constantly helping me, keeping me in check, making sure I'm not doing what I'm not supposed to be doing. And I think a huge part of after I'm off of what I can and can't eat, it's gonna be a huge help to have him around. I just want to put in a PSA basically saying, please do not ever judge anybody based on weight. It is a huge, 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 heavy toll on somebody. I got into a lot of dark places because of things, people said to me or did, or the way people look at me. That's a huge part of my social anxiety, is because I'm so afraid of what other people are thinking. If I don't know what somebody's thinking, which obviously I don't know that, but I do like to think I know how, people close to me think. If I don't know the people and I don't know how their mind works or anything like that, it freaks me out. And, my immediate thought, especially when I'm in crowded places, is, oh my God, everybody's looking at me, everybody's staring at me, what are they thinking? Oh my God, are they thinking, oh my God, she's so fat, like, what is she doing? And it's scary. It's scary to think that you can't go out in public because you're afraid everybody's gonna stare at you and judge you. Now, I know that it's probably not a huge thing. Like, I don't think everybody's walking around the store trying to stare at you and judge you for your life, but it does happen. And it's a scary thing to think that that's how I feel, that's how my brain works. I can't just go into a store and think, oh, I'm okay, I'm just gonna go to the store, I'm gonna get something that I need. It doesn't work that way for me. So I always travel with people, which sounds stupid because really, in the end, you only have yourself. So it's very hard to go out and do things on my own, but the weight loss surgery has really, really, really helped with trying to just do things on my own, the energy and all this stuff. So yeah, please be careful what you say to people. It weighs heavy on a lot of people's hearts. You should not use fat in a derogatory slur. Ugh, people irritate me. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go make Joey get in the video so we can talk about his veganism, because I want a lot of people to know that that's another option, what they can do. And because weight loss surgery is a very scary thing to go through. And so Joey has lost a lot of weight just by changing the way he eats and fighting his eating disorder. So we'll be back.